James Bond.
Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Humans sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I've got a nice 50s horror throwback. It is Ray Kellogg's 1959 weird obscure flick. It is The Killer Shrews, and if you haven't seen this one, well, you're in for a treat. This one is pretty wild and wacky. So here is The Killer Shrews. The Killer Shrews is a fantastically outrageous late 50s horror film, which surprisingly features an outstandingly atmospheric tone and a believably wretched pack of monsters. Lensed by filmmaker Ray Kellogg, director of the classic drive-in monster flick The Giant Gila Monster, The Killer Shrews relishes in its B-grade territory, while at the same time is able to establish itself as a quite commendable creature feature with a tremendous mean streak. The film follows a motley group of people, consisting of scientists, a young beautiful woman, a brave sailor and his first mate, as they struggle to survive a hurricane on an island overrun by oversized shrews. Enlarged by secret experiments conducted on the island, the shrews are vicious and aplenty, and the only hope for the survivors are to board themselves up and try to stay alive until the storm passes. Desperate for rescue and on constant alert, the group begins to clash from within as sinister intentions come to light and individuals proceed to break under the unbearable pressure. James Best takes on the role of Thorne Sherman, a captain of a supply ship who ends up stranded on the mysterious and dangerous island. Best makes one hell of a turn as the hero of the piece, and he's one of the shining beacons of the film. Highly capable and fully charismatic, Best puts his best foot forward as he courageously pushes the film along and takes on the endless amount of killer shrews as they surround our surviving characters. I extremely enjoyed his portrayal of Thorne Sherman and felt that his inclusion in the film was without a doubt an essential one. Paired up with Best is Ingrid Gowd as Anne Craigus, the daughter of a scientist who happens to live on the secluded island. Sheltered from the rest of the world, Gowd does an excellent job in injecting a heavy dose of innocence into her character. She's young, beautiful, and naive, but Gowd still manages to bring her up to speed with the rest of the cast. In the end, Ingrid Gowd is a wonderful addition to the cast, one that brings a more gentler flavor to the proceedings. Now on to those damn blasted Killer Shrews. When it comes to special effects, the ones used in the Killer Shrews won't knock your socks off, but they will impress when taken into account the era and budget of the film. In simplistic fashion, the shrews are brought to life, and in that very low-key approach, they do the job. What is most impressive about the shrews in the movie is that they are ravenous as all hell, and make for a formidable foe for our main heroes. You feel the tension as the shrews begin slowly surrounding the house, and eventually manage to work their way into the surviving group's defenses. Relentless and solely driven by the need to quench their insatiable appetite, the shrews really take the film by storm, and make for an extremely memorable movie monster that surprisingly still stands up to present day. The Killer Shrews is a satisfying romp into the world of the 50s creature feature. Amping up the terror to extremely enjoyable levels, Ray Kellogg and crew take on an insanely silly premise and inject a sense of rash believability into it, making the film more entertaining than it has any right to be. Drenched in pandemic flavor and bursting with horrific generated moments, The Killer Shrews is a great time at the movies. If you're a fan at all of the late-night drive-in movie monster flicks, then give this one a go. It might just be right up your alley. The Killer Shrews is B-grade gold. And guys, that is the insane world of The Killer Shrews. Just an outrageous B movie that you have to see to believe. It's surprisingly really good, so check it out if you have the chance. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that review, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below, because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, guys, I will see you at the next movie review. Take care.